Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, the award-winning gardening podcast as voted for by the Grow Your Own magazine and by my followers and by my listeners. I hope that you have all clicked that subscribe button. If you're new to the podcast channel, please do click the subscribe button and then you get notified of all the new podcasts that get launched. And if you're not following me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, make sure you look for Gardening with Ben and follow me on all my social medias. So sit back, relax, grab a brew and let's enjoy today's gardening podcast with Ben. Hello and welcome back to Gardening with Ben. Well, it's been a while since we've had a podcast, but I have been absolutely awful in not feeling very well this past week. Whatever I've had, it's been horrendous. It wiped me out completely. Started off with a banging headache, then dizziness, then sleepiness, then being sick. It was absolutely awful. It's took me about 3 or 4 days to recover from it. And thankfully, I'm on the up. I'm starting to feel a lot better now. And hopefully, I'll get back to my allotment soon because, wow. The weather is absolutely roasted now. It's going to be a heat wave coming up, they're saying, so, and it's going to last for quite a bit of time. So we need to get some watering done, and I've got a few days off now, so hopefully we can get to the allotment and start getting it watered because this weather makes perfect growing weather. Given the right ingredients, which is water, you will get your produce growing fast and it will help it swell and grow and grow and grow. So make sure you give your plants lots and lots of water in this weather. So what have we been up to? Well, I had a look around the other week, last time I was down at the plot, and it's all coming together pretty good at the moment. The melons are starting to flower, which is fantastic. The cucumbers are flowering, they're producing cucumbers now. So I need to start staking them up. I need to start fastening them together, getting some netting up for them to climb up so that they're supported, and rather than trailing along the floor, because I don't want them on the floor, I want them up off the ground so where they can be supported, and obviously they send out all the suckers as well so that they can wrap around and they can climb. So we need to get all them sorted, but that's not something I want to do in the polytunnel in this hot weather, especially when I'm not feeling too well. I don't want to get dehydrated and make myself even more ill, which is often the case, and that's one thing you need to make sure of when you're in the allotment during this hot weather. Don't get dehydrated or you could make yourself really ill. So make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids when you are at the allotment. And yeah, I'm still sounding a bit pathetic because I am feeling a bit pathetic still. And hopefully we will get a lot better soon and there'll be a lot more happiness in my tone. But yeah, thank you so much for those that have sent me messages on Facebook, on Instagram, wishing me a speedy recovery. And it means the world to me, and I thank you all for the support that you do give me and follow me through it all. The numbers that are following me now, it's getting unbelievable, so I just thank you all for that. So yeah, we have got all that to do in the polytunnel. Then also I've been looking at my cooking apples. They're all coming along really nice. My apple trees, they're coming together really well as well. Absolutely fantastic. Everything is coming together really well. And I did say this episode would be talking about what jobs to do in the garden and what to plant this month, but that's going to be in the next episode. I just thought I'd do a quick catch up with everybody to let you know how I'm getting on and where I've been really, because I thought quite a few people might have been asking where I've disappeared to. And yeah, I'm thinking it is coronavirus. I did do a test, but it came back negative. But you never know with the tests these days whether they're accurate or not. So I have been keeping myself distant away from people. And anyway, I couldn't get up out of bed at some points. I've just slept for ages. I've never slept so much, and I do sleep a lot. Trust me. So yeah, we've got a busy few days down at the allotment in the coming days, and I'm hoping to get some produce picked this weekend. I'm thinking my lettuce will be ready. I'm hoping that I've got some spinach ready as well. I'm going to go across and get some eggs to make eggs and spinach, scrambled egg and spinach, so I can have that for my breakfast, which will make me big and strong, like Popeye. But yeah, I'm hoping to pick some produce. Hopefully, we've got some more raspberries ready. They should be coming along. And hopefully blackberries will start coming along as well on the allotment site. I've got some thornless blackberries growing on my plot. I don't think they'll be quite ready yet, but we do have wild blackberries growing all over the site, and I'm hoping that they'll start to be ready soon, and I'll be able to start picking them. And again, like I do with my raspberries, you can freeze them and save them for when you need them, because they're so expensive to buy in supermarkets. Blackberries and raspberries, very expensive, so keep picking them and keep freezing them and just save them for when you need them. That's the biggest and best tip that I can provide when gardening. So we've got all that to do, and yeah, it's going to be a really busy time doing the watering. I'm going to talk about watering in hot times in my other podcast channel, so make sure you head over to that podcast channel and have a listen to that. So apart from watering, we're going to be doing a lot of weeding as well. I need to make sure that my beds are kept weed free, because now is the time when all the plants are taking all the nutrients from the soil. They're taking every bit of water they can from the soil, and they don't want to be fighting against the weeds. So you need to make sure that them weeds are kept down, and this dry weather and the watering, that will encourage the weeds to grow. So try and stay on top of them if possible. Set yourself a routine that you do a few beds each day, and that'll keep you on track of keeping those weeds down on the allotment. So that has been a little bit of a roundup of what I've been up to recently, and yep, I do feel sorry for myself, and I do wish that I'd have been at the allotment in this hot beautiful weather. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we are back this weekend, and I managed to get some strength to get down there and enjoy some fresh air, because the fresh air will do me good as well, and I'm sure it'll do me good, even if it's just to get out there for an hour, just to make sure it's watered and looked after, and just to be out there in the fresh air, seeing the birds, seeing the wildlife, seeing all my beautiful produce, what I'm growing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I will get to the plot this weekend. So I hope that you're all well. I hope that you're all doing good. Until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcasts. Thank you for listening to today's Gardening with Ben's podcast. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do click that subscribe button, and feel free to share it as well on your Instagram stories. All you have to do if you're listening on Spotify is click the share button, and you can share it straight to your Instagram story for all your followers to listen to, and help build my listeners up as well and get more people listening to it. Feel free to check out all my social medias: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and TikTok. Yes, I'm on TikTok. Go check it out. Check out my dancing. Gardening with Ben. And check out the link as well in the description of this podcast, where you can check out my gardening t-shirt shop, where I sell funny t-shirts with all different funny logos and designs on. And feel free to support me by purchasing one, and all the money obviously goes back into my allotment, where I can share more gardening tips with you all. So until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcast.